Hello gorgeous peeps, this is Chris from TechSpert, and today we're going to be taking a look at 3 of the best TV and media streaming devices that you can get in 2019, including the fresh new Nvidia Shield TV 2019, which is just launched today. Going to be comparing all 3 of these black boxes for their design, their specs, their features, to see which one exactly might be best for you for all of your TV stream and fun times. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So let's start with price, and the most expensive of this trio is definitely the Nvidia Shield TV 2019. It'll cost you 149 quid, and that's just for this basic model as well. There is actually a pro version which costs £200, which offers more memory, storage and game streaming features. Taking a step down from that is the Amazon Fire TV Cube, which will cost you £109 here in the UK. And then last up is the dinky and lovable Roku Premiere, which will cost you just 40 quid here in the UK. Definitely a massive step down from the other two. Great news if you're a bit skint or you've already spent all of your cash on booze and twiglets to nosh during your telly session. Next, what do you actually get bundled in the box? Well, all 3 of these telly streamers come with their own physical remotes. You actually get the batteries bundled with them as well. They all take AAAs, so it's nice and handy. At least you don't have to go running off down the garage for an emergency pack of Duracells. However, despite the fact that it is significantly cheaper than the other two, the Roku Premiere is the only one that comes bundled with an HDMI cable, and the other two you'll have to actually provide your own, bloody cheapskates. And not only that, but Roku have actually bundled in some fun little stickers in the pack as well. I heart you, Roku. Cheers for not being a tight arse. Let's move on to design, and certainly Nvidia's Shield TV 2019 is one of the more unique telly streamers out there, that's for damn sure. It does effectively look like a Smarties tube with all of the packaging sort of washed off or something, but it's designed to be sort of tucked away out of sight rather than put out there on display right next to your telly. And one design element that I particularly like is the fact that you actually get a microSD memory card slot tucked away there inside of the shaft, so you can expand the 8GB of storage quickly and easily. That's something you don't get on the other two. The Roku is of course the most compact and easily hideable of the 3. It actually comes with an adhesive strip, so you can stick it to the back of your telly if you really want to put it away out of sight. And even when it was stuck away out of the line of sight of the remote control, I found that the remote still works absolutely fine, so no worries on that front. And then last up is the Amazon Fire TV Cube, which looks like some kind of alien transmitter thing straight out of Star Trek. It's very sci-fi-esque. Especially when Alexa kicks to life and that blue LED thing starts flashing. I don't know what's going on there. It's a bit mental, but cool, I guess. Of course, the Fire TV Cube cannot be stuck to the back of the telly unless you get some serious gaffer tape action on the go. And it's not really designed to be tucked away anyway. It needs to be on display so those far-field mics can actually do their job, because of course it's got full integrated Alexa voice support. And now let's move on to the user interface. My favorite UI of these 3 is definitely the Nvidia Shield TV 2019. It uses Android TV. So as you can see, it's all based around your apps. You've got a full row of them up here at the top for quick access. You can fully customize that, and you can also fully customize all of these little app rows that pop up as well, which recommend content. All you got to do is dive on into the settings, and as you can see here, full customization. You can reorder your apps and everything as well. It's great stuff. Now, if we move on to the Amazon Fire TV Cube, it's your typical Fire TV interface. I find it quite messy, but if you've sculled the Amazon lid and signed up for all of their services, then you'll be able to get fast access to all of the latest content on the likes of Prime Video, as you can see here. But of course, if you're not a Prime member, then basically all you'll be presented with is a bunch of stuff that you can't access and adverts for things that you need to pay for. And then last up, there's the Roku UI, which is very, very simple and streamlined. As you can see here, it's basically just fast access to all of your apps. You get the occasional little ad popping up as well, of course. There's your feed, which is basically a bunch of shortcutted stuff, so all of your favorites. Overall, it is very simple and straightforward, so great news if you're not used to using these TV devices. You want something that's just as simple and just basically a couple of clicks and you're into your content. All 3 of these UIs do have a form of screensaver on there. Unfortunately, in Roku, there's not really much in the way of parental controls other than the ability to set up a PIN for payments, whereas you do get proper parental controls with both the Shield TV 2019 and the Fire TV Cube. Now, all 3 of these TV streamers, of course, offer the ability to stream it up to 4K resolution with HDR support as well, although the level of support is not quite the same. So for instance, while the Roku simply supports the HDR10 format, both the Amazon Fire TV Cube and the Nvidia Shield TV 2019 support Dolby Vision as well, and the Amazon Fire Cube even does HDR10+. These Nvidia, Amazon and Roku devices all support Dolby Atmos surround sound as well. Great news if you've got a proper home cinema setup, although the Roku support does seem to be limited to a couple of apps like Amazon Prime Video. When it comes to sheer stream and smarts, the Nvidia Shield TV definitely gets my vote. Not only does it have like great HDR and Dolby Atmos support as well, but it also includes some AI enhanced upscaling courtesy of the mighty Tegra X1 Plus cross-platform stuffed inside. Now, the others can do basic boosted of HD content so it looks a little bit sharper, but the Shield TV can definitely go one step further, producing impressively crisp, detailed content. This is supported in most of the main streaming apps at launch, including Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube, and Google Play Movies, and it really has to be seen to be believed. If you watch a lot of HD content in the likes of YouTube and Netflix, this is definitely going to make for a much more pleasurable viewing experience. It really does look close to 4K level. It's absolutely incredible stuff. Although it doesn't really matter, because of course TechSpert is available in 4K at all times, so you can enjoy my pasty, baldy northern features in glorious Ultra HD on all three of these devices. Hooray! As far as connectivity for your streaming goes, both the Nvidia Shield TV 2019 and the Amazon Fire TV Cube offer a bit of Ethernet connectivity. On the Fire TV Cube, you will actually have to connect an Ethernet adapter in order to get that to work, but the good news is that Amazon actually bundled one in the box. They didn't get all skin flinty on that one. Hooray! But unfortunately, the Roku does not support Ethernet. You have to use Wi-Fi streaming for that one, so if your Wi-Fi is a bit patchy, you might want to look elsewhere. Now, as I mentioned before, all three of these streaming devices support the likes of surround sound audio, so you can get a really nice cinematic experience, but occasionally you just want to do a bit of private listening instead with a pair of Bluetooth headphones here. The good news is that both the Nvidia Shield TV 2019 and the Amazon Fire TV Cube support Bluetooth headphones. You can just quickly get them connected, and then you're in your own little world. Very handy indeed if you want to watch something with a bit of fruity language while the kiddie winks are still up. It avoids all those awkward questions about what a clitoris is. With the Roku Premiere, it's not quite as simple. Unfortunately, what you'll need to do is get a pair of headphones and connect them to your mobile phone, download the Roku app, and then you can get some private listening on the go that way. Now, if you're a gaming fan, of course, you're going to want to go with the Nvidia Shield TV 2019 because it's got some really good dedicated gaming features. So, for instance, you've got the likes of the game stream. This actually allows you to stream a title from your PC to your TV in your living room so everyone can enjoy it. You've also got a whole bunch of other titles that you can stream using that GeForce Now service. So, for instance, quite a few of them are now free. They're all quite old titles, obviously, a bit of Bioshock action, the original Borderlands, things like that. But they are good fun if you just want to kick back and stream a random old game completely free of charge. In comparison, it's a much more simple affair here on the Roku TV. As you can see, you've got very basic stuff like Snake, Air Hockey Free, Tic-Tac-Toe, some really exciting stuff, most of which can just be played with pens and papers, to be perfectly honest. Rock, paper, scissors, bring it on. And on the Fire TV Cube, of course, you've got a slightly better selection, so you've got some actual proper games, but of course they all have to be played using a dinky little TV remote control, so they're all fairly simple affairs, like of Pac-Man, Flappy Bird, stuff like that, nothing too complex. Now, as I mentioned before, all three of these streaming devices come with a bundled remote, but in the case of the Fire TV Cube, you really don't even need to touch that remote because it's got the built-in Alexa voice controls and they're absolutely brilliant. Oh, bugger, I just said Alexa. So for instance, you can say, Alexa, play Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
Getting Ash vs. Evil Dead from Netflix.
And as you can see there, she's loaded up Netflix, she's loaded up Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Didn't even need to ask for it on Netflix because she does cross-platform searches, so it's absolutely fantastic. And of course, you've got full control over all of your smart home gear, the lights, the coffee machine, whatever else you've got hooked up. Of course, if you did actually just want to use the Fire TV Cube remote at any point, it's absolutely fine. It's frills-free, just does the job. It is quite dinky, so it's easily lost is the only thing. My favourite remote of three definitely belongs to the Nvidia Shield TV 2019. It's definitely a weird-ass shape. It's kind of like a Toblerone bar, in fact. In fact, the entire Shield TV package is really making me hungry right now because the Shield TV itself looks like a Smarties tube. This looks like a bloody Toblerone. I'm starting to get a real candy craving. But all the same, it's got all of the functionality that you would expect. Of course, it is kind of annoying to use when it's actually lying on a flat surface. You'll have to actually pick it up in order to use it. But as I say, you've got all the buttons on there you'd expect, and they do actually light up as well when you pick up the remote controls, where you don't have to start pushing them for them to illuminate. It is motion sensitive, which is a really great little feature. And it's even got a built-in Find My Remote feature as well, so if you download the app, set that off, it'll let off this sort of horrible screeching sort of sound, so if it goes down the back of the sofa or inside the dog or something like that, you'll be able to locate it. And as I showed you before, it's got a built-in microphone as well. Just hold down this button here and you'll be able to call up the Google Assistant to again load up any movies that you want, any TV shows, or of course control your smart home gear, etc, etc, if it's set up via Google Home. As for the Roku control, well, of course, as this is by far the cheapest streamer here, the control itself is very dinky and very basic. You don't get any voice controls to speak of, just some simple preset shortcut shortcut buttons to some of the more popular apps like Netflix and Google Play. But of course, if you want to get busy with that Roku app, you can call up the virtual remote control, and this allows you to type in searches using that QWERTY keyboard. It's much easier than using the remote control. And that right there is how the Amazon Fire TV Cube, the Nvidia Shield TV 2019, and the Roku Premiere all stack up. Three of the best media streaming devices that you can buy right now in 2019. But which one's your own personal favorite and why? Would the Roku suit you absolutely fine, or are you going to spend a little bit more cash and upgrade to either the Fire TV Cube 2019 or the Nvidia Shield TV 2019? It'll be great to hear your thoughts down below, and please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech. Cheers everyone, love you!